I'm a big fan of work breakdown structures and earned value management. And I feel that they're very important in today's environment with both industry and government. And I wanted to make sure that influence of using them was very important and continue to be important. As part of my job, my actual job, I actually have to do the development of WBSs and I actually have to perform earned value management processes and so forth. So in order to try to influence that, I became very involved in the associations associated with that. And those include, obviously, the College of Performance Management, also the International Cost Estimating and Analysis Association, and the National Defense Industrial Association. I'm the only person, actually, as far as I know, in the lifetime of the collaboration of those three organizations to be the only one who's been on the board of all three at the same time. And in order to do that, and I did that on purpose, quite frankly, because I felt that if I could get an influence from the cost estimating people, who is the International Cost Estimating Analysis Organization, with the earned value people, they actually, believe it or not, don't necessarily see the relationship between those two. And yet there is a strong relationship. And then bringing in the program manager from the NDIA approach and that organization, you could actually get some consensus on how the three of them are actually work together well and become a much important part of our overall acquisition process. One of the things I did as well was obviously run for president of the College of Performance Management, feeling that as a leader in that area, I'd be able to be more available to be able to bring those three organizations together collaboratively. They actually always work together, but no one would ever see the relationship between particularly the cost estimating and the earned value management. I spent a lot of time with Wayne Abba, and he and I talked about this, and I actually went around the country at various conferences and so forth and talked about how the cost estimate is in fact the baseline for earned value management. Once you've developed that cost estimate, you've actually started earned value management in the next process by starting to monitor your work against that estimate. So I think while people knew that, it's just the fact that they never really talked about it or thought about it, I think, in many cases, made it a little more realistic. And for many years, that was one of the biggest presentations I keep making, and people go, oh, that makes sense now, I understand how that works, and so forth. So I feel good that that has now been a lot more accepted and it's more of a reality of what it's all about.